we got a luscious one for you this week.
That's right. Are you ready to talk about makeup artistry?
Are you ready to talk about We're Here?
Do you want to know how much it costs to have lunch in Brownsville, Texas? Brownsville. She's so bronze.
She's bronze. Today we have the bronzed and beautiful goddess Lushious Massacre with us.
So we hope you're a size queen too.
Big old fat cocks. Cock and balls. 5-day loads up inside my guts.
Okay.
All right, we gotta go. I'm sorry, I'm falling apart. The third Red Bull's kicking. Enjoy this episode.
Oh. Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you slops used to be little fucks you, not so fucks you, dirty little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds, Big Dipper, Meatball. Meatball does Big Dipper.
you know when Lady Gaga is like cool at the club? She's got her half gloves on and she's trying to put up a fight.
That's me. I'm Lady Gaga.
Yeah. A little bit of that.
Wearing a little bit of Beyonce today.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Wigs by Tips.
Here's my tips. Found it in the trunk of my car.
Feeling the fantasy.
Found it in the trunk of my car. I was hoping to wear Angeria's wig.
Oh, but it's not here.
I don't know where it went.
I guess she took it back.
She must have come and picked it up. I mean, it was a human hair unit that was like long.
Don't you feel like it's summer in the air?
Oh, baby.
You can
it's
feel it?
hot. I can feel the summer air, which is why I'm going to Palm Springs.
Oh, you're trying to lean in.
In Palm Springs.
All right,
Come on, baby. Concrete jungle where
I don't wanna sing
antiques
that.
are made of.
Antiques.
Yeah. Are you ready for our guest?
Very much.
The
Excited
diva
and ready.
here is the doll behind the dolls. She has been mentioned by every drag queen you've ever heard or talked about. She is Mother. She is the painter. She is the artist here to murder the competition. Oh my gosh. This is my third Red Bull. Can you believe?
Girl.
And literally he said, that'll kill fat people. It's Luscious Massacre! All the way from Brownsville, Texas.
Brownsville, Texas, where the brown people be. That's where the brown people
Why
be.
did I think you were from Hawaii?
Girl,
Whoa!
hold on. I will say, when I was in Hawaii, I fully felt like I was in the motherland.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh.
I do give a little bit of, the Hawaiian fantasy.
And you were there for
You'd be a
work, or
Scarlet
did you
Girl?
live there for a
We
little
were
bit?
shooting work here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were in
Yes.
Hawaii for 2 weeks on the Big Island in Kona.
Maybe
And
that's where I saw a lot of photos of you. Some reason I connected it.
I always
don't
knew you
know.
were from
I'm
Texas.
sure
That's
in
why
the
I
bloodline, I'm sure there's some Hawaiian in there.
Gotcha.
Who knows?
It's where all the true beauties are from. eh?
Girl, when I think back 500 years, 600 years from now, who knows where the bloodline comes from?
Well,
honey?
So true.
Trust.
That's true. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you so much for being
Thank
here
you
and coming.
for having me.
Wearing
You came
orange.
Done.
Well,
Done.
I do want to say, I do
You're
have
mad
to
at me?
say, Meatball is the shadiest little
Oh,
creature, human being, because let me tell the girls at the house. She will sabotage you. This woman is
I
so
will
shady.
not.
And
What's
I'm
the
the,
sabotage?
and I'm the mean one?
She
I
is
was
so
trying to
evil.
What'd she do?
She gives me the energy that she wants to be the only pretty girl in the room.
That's not true at all. I've never.
Girl, okay, so she told me, come on the podcast. She said, but just come just giving casual. Come and just give me something very casual. She said, you should do that look you do on your Facebook, where sometimes, how sometimes we're busy girls. We don't always have time to get fully done. So there are videos out there, girl, I'm not proud, where I wear a little wig, maybe no makeup on,
Sure.
The
A
girls,
light base.
girl, no
A lash.
base, just skincare, bitch.
Oh, yeah, you got nice
Looking
skin.
rough, bitch. I've had my moments. Trust.
But you are for our listeners at home who are not watching,
You
there
are-
are stones on your face.
Honey.
There are jewels in your ears.
Honey.
There are lines upon your brows.
But Meatball told me to come casual, no makeup.
I think
I do
I feel like
that.
it was sabotage.
No, let me explain why I do
and
that.
I agree.
Because
And I agree.
Because sometimes girls are like, oh, should I come in full drag? I don't really want to get in full drag if it's like just the one thing. And I'm like, then don't. Just come in like something that's a semblance
I
of
think
a
you
look
have the
since it's-
wrong energy, Meatball. You need to tell these girls to come and drag. How dare
Well,
they?
most of them do. And I'm
These
shocked
girls
when
are
they do.
disrespecting the profession. Stop disrespecting the profession of
You
drag.
heard it from Luscious.
If you're not coming on the show and you're not doing drag,
Well, you know who the biggest
bitch, stay at the house.
proponent of disrespecting the drag was him, because he was supposed to start coming in looks, and then he wore it for about a month, and he was like, I'm out of looks. And he's back to his t-shirt and jeans. And so now I'm giving what? T-shirt and pants, shorts.
I thought we came to an agreement that you said my looks made you uncomfortable. Because
No, you said
I
all
was
of my
always
looks
just
are going to be
wearing-
nipple out. And I said, if that's what you got, that's what you got.
Because all my looks are like little slingshotty, like essentially go-go boy
He's
outfits.
disrespecting
And so
the
when
art
I-
of drag.
drag.
When I
For
sit
him
here,
to expect our guests to come in full drag
I don't
and me to
expect
come in
anything.
full drag.
Never
No,
have.
I really do think you girls need to be more strict. You do need to expect them to be in full drag. They need to be wearing a
And he
rhinestone.
should start wearing costumes again.
They need to be wearing
Oh.
earrings. They need to
Okay.
be wearing everything, girl. Listen, I was doing my research.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Because I see
what-
y'all's video.
Okay.
And there was a drag queen on this show the other day, and she had glasses on, no lashes. I said, the
That was me.
disrespect.
That was literally
you,
me.
But it was
Damn.
also Miss Toto.
Damn.
It was
Oh,
both.
Miss Toto, Miss Toto.
Girl, I don't know who it was.
Oh, that was the one time that you were both in glasses,
But
and
I
everyone was
didn't
like,
live.
they're high. And I was like, no, the only high person that day was me.
No, you know what it is? Because y'all don't understand the power that you girls have. Because, like, I'm from Brownsville,
Yeah.
halfway across the country, and I watch y'all show. And so there's so many queers and, they, thems, and the girls, all across the country, and they watch y'all show. And if the girl comes on here with glasses and she ain't got no lashes,
It's literally
it's like,
next week's
baby, what are
episode.
you doing? You're wasting my time. Because somebody in Hawaii is watching you and they're bored, baby. They're not living. It's the truth.
Ooh.
Come on here and give us drag.
Shots fired.
You are the
Every
soothsayer.
time.
She came to Massacre.
Baby.
Uh-oh.
And she
I feel
did.
Give me
attacked.
drag every time or stay at the house.
I live for that. Where did you
Which
get
house?
your whose house?
Not at the drag house.
Not at the
bitch.
drag house, bitch.
Not at the drag house.
Where did you
bitch.
get your drag sensibility and your love for drag? Like, how did you first hear about drag?
Oh my God. I was an extremely insecure little kid.
Yeah.
Very shy. I could barely speak. Like fresh out of high school, I could barely speak. I was like so insecure. I was so shy, but it was through like my drag mother and the drag queens around me when I started going to the gay clubs. They were these fat, ridiculous creatures who, the entire world and the community told them, you have no worth, you have no value. But these queens, they were so sickening, and they were like, bitch, I am fine. I am sickening. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to get trade. I'm the most beautiful woman that walks in the door and fully a 350-pound man.
Right.
But they felt their confidence was insane. And they showed me and they taught me that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's now my delusion. Like I'm fully a 350-pound man, but I walk in the room and I feel like the most sickening little thing.
And you
Yeah, you're the
are.
woman.
When you came into precinct, I was like, holy shit. Like all eyes are on you.
Well, we put in the effort. We take it very seriously.
Do you spend
We
a lot?
do.
We.
I have to
did.
apologize to all the girls at home. I might fall apart because I made out with like 10 guys the other night. And my allergies now are going, like they're kicking. They're going through the roof, honey. I had trade in Los Angeles, let me tell you.
They love the big girls here in
Oh,
LA.
honey.
I can't walk through precinct without my ass getting grabbed, and it's all padding, so I never notice it
What
happening.
do you think that is? Because LA, they're also very they like the size zero, the thin. They like that's
I
standard of
think
beauty.
that they think that that's what they want,
there's
and then when they
there's
see a
this-
big fat girl come in, like I
There's
got a
like
lot
this
of body.
subculture of these men who love a big, fat, scary bitch in Los
Scary.
Angeles.
That is very true.
It's wild to me.
But I've also heard that they don't like when you wear too much makeup. They sometimes just want you in like a red lip and a little
little
garage
blush.
door.
I think
little
it goes
blush
and
both
a
ways,
lash.
though. I think it goes both ways.
Yeah, because when I was at the We're Here, maybe bleep that premiere, some guy came over and started sucking on my toes.
No. Which premiere? When was this?
It was at the it was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago
Okay.
out
I
here.
wasn't there.
A lot of y'all weren't. I don't.
A lot of the girls weren't,
Yeah.
But we love it.
It was it's a wonderful. Were you a part of this season?
I was not a part of this last season of We're Here. I really did feel in my bones that season 3 was a wrap. When we finished, I thought we had, we told the story that needed to be told.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, now that I've seen the new season, like I'm like, there's more stories that need to be told.
Yes.
It's working on a show like We're Here. It's like it's really matters.
Yeah.
It's really important. Like what the girls are out there doing. It's not just like a reality competition show or they're doing things that are like actually going to help people out there. I remember while we were shooting We're Here season 2, season 3, we literally felt like, bitch, we really are changing and impacting these people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like we really are helping people. And it even helped me heal myself because I'm like, bitch, I'm from a small town too.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm from Brownsville. We're in the middle of nowhere, girl, in the South, honey. And it really was so important to see that there are queer people all over the country who are really so isolated, who are really have no support, have no community, but they're still thriving.
Right.
And they're still being sickening, bitch. And
Mhm.
they're still surviving and they're still honing in on their talent and finding their beauty and, finding their purpose. It was really, really special.
So you worked on season 2 and season 3 of We're Here. You won an Emmy.
And a Peabody.
Incredible.
The Emmy-winning girls.
Yes.
Isn't that wild?
It's incredible. And one thing that I loved about that production was, especially with the rise of Drag Race and a lot of queens becoming celebrities, a lot of them maybe started using makeup artists. And when viewers at home are exposed to drag queens, there's this thing about like, oh, we love drag queens because they're a jack of all trades. They do their makeup, they sew their costumes, they're comedians, they're showgirls, they can like do all of these things that makes drag really magical. And then a lot of girls were out here using makeup artists and they weren't getting credit. Maybe they're getting paid and they're treated very well behind the scenes, but they sort of weren't celebrated in the way that you and Six and Layla like all were able to be celebrated from that show. And I think that is really incredible.
Yeah, it's like this whole new industry of like drag MUAs.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of fierce. I mean, who better to be a makeup artist than a drag queen?
I think that.
Bloop.
Bitch, we take our makeup so seriously. Some drag queens too.
Oh, and we've had. What?
You know it. And you know what I mean? Like,
Who the fuck are you
we-
looking at?
we take it very seriously. And who better to like have these girls that are coming forward and to get to work with HBO, to get to work in Hollywood. Like, these are all new opportunities for us. Most of us, we're not even part of the union. Like,
Yeah,
we don't
right.
even, we've never worked in television. Like, these are all new frontiers and opening up these new opportunities and like giving us all this chance to be like, now there's these Emmy winners.
Yes. And I think it's fierce, and I also think as being someone that's like done certain TV shows and like worked in some stuff, the film and television makeup artists a lot of the times haven't experimented or tried a lot of new techniques and things that drag queens just do to get a basic look down. So I think that there's like a lot more skill involved in drag makeup that it can be processed and put into film.
How'd they
Yeah.
do you
But-
on that show?
Oh, girl.
So
Can we
a
talk
couple
about
times I have been done dirty by someone that was like, "Yeah, I
Can we
researched it,"
talk-
and I was like, "You don't know what you're doing."
Oh my
halfway
God,
through my
can
face,
we talk?
halfway through my face, where I'm like, "Oh, I look like shit, huh?"
Can we talk about these MUAs who all they know is how to put a little foundation on and a little bit of blush?
But I think that's what
And
you
they-
get taught
but-
at like film makeup
But
school.
then they
try to put the
teach you
girls in
one day
drag.
of drag. Yeah.
That's the worst.
Oh, and I'm sure the production is like, we have something really exciting you can really sink your teeth into. We do have a drag queen in the third scene, so you can do their whole look. It's like, just pay the doll extra money to
Girl.
do her own
Let her
makeup.
do it on her own,
No,
or let her
it's-
find someone that could do it for her better.
Right.
It takes a certain kind of skill to know how to turn a man into a queen.
Mhm.
And I think only someone who knows how to do drag can do it.
Yeah.
Because if you're just like a little MUA working at the Ulta, and then you come on over here and you try to put someone in drag, bitch, they're gonna look like the fool.
Mhm.
They're gonna make you look rough,
Yes.
bitch. And so it definitely needs to
Oh,
be someone
yeah.
who knows how to do drag
Oh, yeah.
Oh
to
yeah.
put you up.
In our intro, we said, we've all heard your name thrown about by other famous queens.
Is that how you first heard about her?
Yes.
Because
1000%.
I first heard about you because I used to have Facebook. And you used to run your fucking mouth on Facebook.
I did. I've been doing this for a very long time, girl. I started on Facebook doing just little videos back in the day. Then Instagram came around. Then finally I got on YouTube, girl, and that became a whole other thing.
Yes.
And so, like, I've been doing it for years, doing makeup videos, inspiring the girls on how to do their makeup.
But how does it
Let's
feel
keep it
knowing that
real.
all of the like top divas look to you?
It feels amazing.
Correct.
Because I come from this small town where nothing ever happens. Like, there's nothing going on. We have one gay club where I'm from.
What?
And right now it's shut down.
Brownsville?
Geneva Carr from Drag Race. She just got on RuPaul's Drag Race, and she's from Brownsville. Well, she's not really from Brownsville. She's like from San Benito, girl. It's like it's like 30 minutes out, but she says she's from
'Cause
Brownsville.
She was giving beep beep. I'm from Brownsville.
She says she's from Brownsville, but she's really from San Benito. But Brownsville's like
Drag her ass.
Oh, honey.
Tell it.
Listen, Miss Geneva,
Kill yourself.
representing San Benito. And you know what? It's important to let the girls know where you're from because representation matters. And San Benito, Texas,
that's what Becky G says.
It's a small little town, and you
I don't
represent.
think I know that one. I know Brownsville.
San Benito. Shout out to all the
I
girls
think
from
we went
San
to Brownsville
Benito,
for
Texas.
barbecue one time.
Huh?
I think we went to Brownsville for barbecue one time.
Girl, Brownsville, Texas, honey. That's where I'm from.
So what is the one gay bar there? And like,
the one gay bar in Brownsville is called Barbie.
cute.
Girl, it's actually kind of cute. My drag mother, Divina Garza, she performs there every Sunday. Go see her shows, girls, on Sunday nights. La Divina Garza. This is that 350-pound woman that I told you is very delusional. Has confidence like no one I've ever seen before. If y'all think I'm crazy, that woman is delusional, next level confidence. And she's scary, honey. But in her mind, she's the most beautiful woman you've ever seen.
What do you mean scary?
She
doesn't look as good as you?
She looks good.
See, the thing to me about, like,
I
always think about a really painted queen. They always look like maybe they could be a villain if they wanted to be.
Scar from Lion King.
I think a drag queen, you should have a touch of villain.
There's a little mischievous.
for sure.
Because listen,
It's about the eyebrow.
Can we talk about this too? I don't like this whole new culture
Tiny eyes.
of drag queens. No, drag queens trying to be nice. It's like, bitch, we're
People
drag
was
queens.
Not participating
I'm
in that.
nice.
We are blunt. We are delusional. We are confident. We are honest,
And
which
nice.
can transfer over to being mean or rude. And I live. That's what a drag queen is supposed to be. Don't come at me with this little PC bullshit. Editing yourself. Bitch, tell me the truth. If you're a mean ass bitch and you don't like someone, I live. When someone tells me, oh, so and so, she doesn't like this girl, I'm like, oh, I live.
Tell me why.
I live.
That's what the dressing room is for.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And we're back.
Let me turn off my little
You know
fan.
Wicked?
I do know Wicked.
You ever do a number from Wicked?
I've never done a number from Wicked. I will say, though, the most sickening drag queen to ever do Wicked, in my eyes, is Jade DeSante. She's from Texas. She does Miss Gay Texas every year. She's an older queen. She's probably like in her 60s. But she would always do Defying Gravity. And then at the very end, when she hits the note, she goes up with the broom. And then her dancers would come out with all this fabric. So it looked like she was flying. And she would go in. And she would never make the top 5 of the pageant.
Why
now, do
not?
you think that that's political?
What do you mean? In what way? Political? How?
So yes.
What do you mean?
I
No,
think
that
that
within
she's
this-
never made top 5.
page
Oh,
system.
do you mean if I thought that
The
being-
performance?
was
I
about
said political. What is this? I said, what is this woman talking about, girl?
She said,
I'm gonna.
she said, make sure you're registered to vote.
Register to
Girl.
vote.
No, I think she didn't win because pageants in Texas, they're all about this big drag, and I don't think they respond well to like Broadway musicals.
Mm.
They don't live for that.
Have
They
you
don't live for
competed
that.
in any pageants?
I've never competed in a pageant.
Why not?
Because they can't take.
No, because I've always, and I'll keep it real with you, I've always felt like pageants are drag queen exploitation. I feel like there's always a white man at the helm who's making
Or two.
a couple of white men who are making all of this money on all of these women of color or, men of color, trans women of color.
Sure.
Whatever. And so to me,
And
I don't know if I was just either too smart or I was too cheap, but in my mind, I was like, I'm not going to go spend $12,000 to go compete at a pageant.
Right.
So that at the end of the day, the only one cashing out is that white man.
Who sold the tickets.
Bitch. And let me tell you, he made some money, bitch.
Well, and there's a lot of times there's that thing where it's like, and our featured sponsors are these designers, and so you do better in the scores if you're wearing a dress by that designer. So there's a lot of like that internal kickback of like, oh well, I sponsor the pageant every year because I also make 40 grand in gowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always tried to be very like I always take drag very seriously. And I try to
Yes.
be very smart and
Like that ring.
intelligent with my choices. And I'm like, bitch, if I ain't making no money, I'm not gonna go. Because when you go to
I
a
feel the
pageant,
same way.
bitch, let me tell you, when you go to a pageant and you bring 12 dancers, you have to pay 12 covers.
Oh
I
yeah.
know.
And then
Oh,
you
you
gotta
have to pay their covers?
Oh bitch, you think they give you a discount? You gotta pay the
I
covers
thought
for
if they
the
were at least your dancer, they could let you in for free.
Oh
'cause
no,
it's-
they make so much money off the queens alone.
Okay, that's a different type of pageant.
Girl, the pageants and the girls do it.
But it's
And then they bring their semi trucks in with all
And
their
then
props.
you gotta bring in you gotta do all the costumes for the dancers, your costume, the hair,
and
the
we-
practices. You know how much those choreographers charge to get to do the numbers and all that? It was so much money. I was like, I'm not doing a pageant for nobody. Absolutely not.
And the conversation online is a lot like, oh, how much do queens spend to prepare their package for Drag Race? It's a similar thing. Queens justify it by saying, oh, once I go on TV, I'll make all this money in my bookings. Well, that used to be the vibe. It was like,
Yeah.
once you do the
Well,
page, you were a title
that's
holder.
why pageants are kind of like that culture of pageantry. It's not as sickening anymore as it used to
Right.
because now the girls are like, oh well, I'm not gonna spend all my money to go to a pageant.
I wanna
Now
go on
I'm gonna
TV.
go
I'ma
on
get on
Drag
TV.
Race, bitch, and I'm gonna save it for my package for Drag Race.
Right.
So that's what the girls do now, and it's smarter because if you do it on television now that'll be forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, I didn't do no pageants, and then also half the time the people who are the judges, they're not even qualified. I'm like, baby, I already know I'm sickening, bitch. You don't even know how to do makeup. You're not gonna tell me what I'm supposed to be doing, bitch. Please,
You can't even get up here and do what I'm supposed to be doing.
bitch. Please,
You can't read the doll.
baby. They can't read this big ass bitch doll, honey.
When did you really connect with makeup? Because I'm sure when you started, your makeup was not as
Well, when I
complex.
first, yeah,
as
no,
is
it
now.
always was.
Really?
It always was because I was a little freak when I first started. I was like a club kid.
Ah.
And I
Mm.
would do these crazy shapes. I would super glue like spikes and stuff on my
remember that.
forehead. And so it always came from a place of like artistry. I was always very inspired by like the club kids from New York. Very like, I love to go out and I wanted to be seen.
Mhm.
And I think as drag queens, that's literally our trauma.
Yeah.
Like no, let's keep it
It
real.
is.
We in our lives as queer people, we go through life a lot of the times. Maybe our family, our friends, our community, they don't even do it on purpose, but they don't see us.
Right.
They don't pay attention to us, so we are so neglected. And then when we finally become adults, all we want to do is we want to be seen. So my goal was always walk into the room and I want to be seen. I want to be the center of attention, bitch.
Yeah.
I walk in and I want everyone to be gagged. That's my purpose. And I want everyone to look over here and look at me. And that's what makeup was for me. Makeup was a way for me to be seen so that I didn't feel invisible. Because all my life, bitch, I felt like nobody was bothered, nobody was paying attention, no one was seeing me. And so drag gave me that. And it was able to give me that, look at how sickening I am. Look at how beautiful, look at what I can do. And I feel like most drag queens, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's healing that trauma. And then once you've had enough of being seen, you're like, I'm not going to get all fancied up unless I absolutely have to.
Yes.
T.
But
Tea.
we never really do heal that trauma though.
I did. Look at this. Hold on.
Bitch.
But just hearing you talk about that and sort of frame your understanding of makeup and your love for drag in that way, it just it makes me like, oh, you were so the right person to be a part of We're
Oh,
Here.
yeah, for sure.
Because, like, you know, there are other people who paint well,
Yeah.
but
not as well as you.
but if they don't have that perspective, right? If they're like, oh, boop, 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 and I'm gonna put my headphones in and I'll just like kick it back to the hotel. It's like, you're clearly a part of the message of what that show is about.
It's so wild and so bizarre how the universe will conspire to like assist you in things.
Yeah.
Because before I got on We're Here, I was at this space in my career and my life where I was just lost. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I don't know where I'm going next. I don't know what's going to happen. And then this opportunity came forward and it just all made sense. And it was like, this is my purpose. This
Mhm.
show, it was just so important. And more than anything, that message of showcasing that, you know, queer people, we will survive
Mm.
regardless of the our surroundings, regardless of how invisible we might feel, how unseen we might feel, how neglected we might feel. Bitch, we are going to figure out a way to show ourselves and show others how beautiful we are.
Mhm.
And I think that's always like, it's so beautiful to see, you know, the gays, honey, the LGBT community be able to do that.
They're what is
Truly.
what is your
LGBT
t-shirt?
LGBT girls.
What did your t-shirt say the other day?
Which one?
Thriving.
Oh, thriving faggot bitch.
Okay.
It's gonna be a thriving faggot bitch summer.
I see that for
I
you.
feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that for you too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Back in Brownsville, in the
Baby.
humidity.
It's humid. It's very peaceful. It's so cheap.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
affordable.
I'm
I feel
sure.
every time I come here to LA, I feel so bad for y'all.
I
like,
would too.
I'm like, honey,
All right.
these girls.
How much does a sandwich cost in Brownsville?
Listen, gas is like $2.85.
Mhm.
Ooh,
I come over here and I'm like, oh, hell to the no.
$6,
What are these girls
$7.
going through?
$7.
I don't know. I have an electric car.
Baby,
I mean,
you can
a
get a whole
sandwich-
apartment for $800.
I
2 bedroom, 2
know.
bathroom.
My brother bought a fucking
bedroom?
3-bedroom house
With
in
a balcony.
Dallas for less than my rent.
Baby, with a balcony, 2 bedroom, 2 bath with a pool, like for
Lunch is like $30.
$900.
Yeah, lunch here is like $30, $40.
Oh no, here, baby, every time I go out, it's $50 to eat.
Yeah.
Over there, honey, $15. You're gonna get
Well,
a
if
nice
it's $50
meal,
for you. It must be $80 for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
baby. Oh no, I'm a big girl too. I eat. Trust.
No.
What's your ideal gig as a performer?
That Cinco de Mayo gig?
I love
Watching your friends fall?
I love a fat bitch.
Me too.
I love to see a show with a big fat bitch. Because you know how much harder it is for a big fat bitch to do drag.
We went to a big girl show in New York.
And they were turning.
The choreography
They weren't as
was
big as
next
some
level.
of the girls I know, but they're big.
They were medium big.
They were medium big. They weren't. I wouldn't call them big back girls.
Yeah.
They were just big.
Because you also know with like, you know, being fat, carrying that obesity around, doing drag, you know that it's taking years off of their lives.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they're still going out there and they're sacrificing their life expectancy to do drag. And I live. Because that's
You're
commitment to
sick.
drag.
You're
The commitment
sick.
to the drag.
You are sick. I know every time. I mean, I know my body hurts right now from just a gig 2 days ago.
Bitch. And you know, when you put your pads on as a big girl, you cinch yourself in a corset. Well, some big girls.
Mhm.
Because I can't deal with these big girls who don't do pads, don't do the titties, don't do all the
Mm.
things. Am I shading you right now?
No. I do all of the
Okay,
things.
she does all the things. Okay. But you know, when you take everything off and then you have to go pee and your pee is just dark yellow, bitch.
Yes. And it smells. It smells like
Bitch.
something died.
And then you just shit out everything you've been holding in all day, bitch.
Yeah.
You know that's not right.
oh, I know it's
You
gonna
know
give
the
you
human
a
body's
UTI.
not. That's not right.
I used to, because of that problem, and because one time I gave myself a little bladder infection, I used to cut holes in my tights.
Stop it.
Oh yeah, you should
So
just
that
piss
I
through
could
the
like
tights and the
pull,
pads.
pull just the little head through.
No, I've heard of some big girls that they just pee in their drag.
You did that once too.
I did do that one time. But I was at my back door.
This woman is guilty of
I
all
just
of it.
I couldn't get the door unlocked because it
'Cause
was late.
And you were too focused
was
on peeing.
dark, and I was holding the pee in, and then just before, like the key went in the slot, and my body went goodbye, and I just started peeing myself.
And then you have these little skinny little girls, 98 pounds, no pads,
85 pounds.
no tits. They put makeup on. They don't even need no makeup.
The amount of phone calls you've been receiving
Girl,
this whole time, it's
it's
insane.
Honey,
I'm
it's
jealous.
six.
No one,
Honey,
no
it's
one
like-
ever
My
wants to.
phone's never ring.
It's my drag mother.
Oh.
Listen, all these skinny little things, and then they just go out there and they don't struggle. It makes me bitter.
You do the splits?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh.
Bitch,
I
I'm
couldn't tell.
over
I
three.
couldn't tell where
yeah,
it was
I
going.
was like, and not. We
Listen,
landed on
I
that.
am a traditional, old school, fat, obese person who has been dealing with obesity my entire life.
You stand and
So
deliver.
when I need to wear a flat, I'm wearing a flat. My ankles, bitch, my ankles have been on the verge of being broken.
Ankle
Both
went
ankles, my knees. You know when I go up the stairs, I do one at a time because I can't do. You know when I see those skinny people that they can just go down the stairs like a normal person, I can't do that.
Where they skip a stair on their way up.
Girl, I can't be doing all that. I'm an original fat bitch.
You're the original.
And
fat
I've been
bitch.
fat my entire life. So it's a struggle.
And you
So I don't
collect one at a time.
Oh, I
and
go
you
up,
organize
I go
them
on
as
stage
you
and I'm
collect your
giving
tips.
stage presence. I'm giving beauty. I'm giving glamour. I leave the splits, sweeping of the floor to the little skinny girls.
Uh-huh.
That they probably ain't got no talent. They just throw themselves on the floor. They sweep up the floor. Those girls.
They come back and their costumes have like brown spots on them from the stage.
When you're giving glamour, when you have all the artistry, the talent, stage presence, you don't need to be doing all that.
What's a number you do, like a song?
I love doing anything very Mexican.
Uh-huh.
Rocio Durcal. I love doing Faye. I'm also very like an electropop girl. I love doing like Marina.
Oh.
I love doing, things like that. Very homosexual things.
Yes.
The gay things.
Gay
the
Very
girls.
gay, very
Gay
gay.
faggotry.
And we were talking backstage. So you have a client after this? So you suck dick like this?
I have had trade like this. And to me,
I thought you were gonna say no.
no. I have had trade like this.
Really?
Maybe like I can count it on my hands.
And they come and they're like, love the earrings.
No, the gag is
They use them. They hold
no. Men are so disgusting. They're so nasty. They don't care. Like I'm very self conscious of like when I'm in this kind of like clown makeup. I'm like they can't possibly find it sexually appealing. Oh no, they live. I call them clown fuckers.
Sure.
Sure.
They love to fuck a clown. Cause listen, if you have clown white on your face, it's a clown makeup.
Do you feel sexy like this?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good.
To me,
Yeah,
this is
'cause
glam. It's drag.
I never
Right.
feel sexy when I'm in
No.
drag. Never
Really?
once. No.
Well, I do feel sexy when I do like soft. When I'm giving soft femininity,
Like in the Facebook
woman,
videos with the wig with a bang.
when I have a little bang on and stuff, giving femininity, I do feel very sexually attractive. And I will pull a little piece of trade. And it's delicious.
You like a centerpiece or an end piece of trade?
What do you mean?
You with the dark meat or the light meat?
No, that's not what I said.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
I will keep it real with you. I am a size queen.
Oh.
You like it real small.
And I just came to this realization. No, hold
Come
on.
on, that's
I
funny.
just
That was
came-
funny
Good
though.
joke.
You said you like it real small.
No, I don't. I like it really big. And I just came to that realization maybe like a month ago.
What?
I had never really told myself the truth. And the reality is I do like a very big penis. I feel like it's the only way I can get satisfaction.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
No,
why does that blow your mind? I feel
It
like you're-
doesn't.
I think
It
this
doesn't
is
blow
a-
my mind.
No,
I'm not
think-
a size queen
Please-
either.
Please
but
tell me you're a
here's-
bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I do
Okay.
both. I do both. I'm versed.
Oh.
But
You know what she said to me? the
She's
other
a
day?
modern girl.
She said, I wrote a gape before. And I was trying to unpack it, and she meant she topped someone whose butthole was
Yeah, I
gay.
rode that guy.
Riding is for the receptive.
Okay, well, I fucked a gape.
There you go.
What do you mean a cape? Like the flower was
Like
fully out?
like he was already
Not
like
out.
run through
Just
earlier that
open.
day.
Like his intestines were out.
no,
Not a rosebud.
not a rosebud. Just an open. Like when you walked up, it was just open. Like it was like
Like you
already
could
going
see
like
inside.
yeah,
You could see inside.
yeah.
Did you find that enjoyable?
No, too loose.
Really? But some
But they
people
all
like
famously tell you that you're.
Oh, my hole tight.
no. Stop
Everyone
it.
says it's so tight. They love how tight it is.
Stop it.
I've numerous times gotten love your
I feel
tight
like-
little hole.
I feel like they're lying to you. No, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
What? I know it's tight.
But that's what
From-
you say.
from
but let me tell you
digital
why. Let me tell you
Yeah,
why.
from my digits and from having to literally loosen it before I get fucked because it's so tight.
Really?
I have to put a toy up there. Otherwise,
Because
no one's getting in.
I don't know. Are you a top or a bottom?
Stop.
Okay.
She doesn't put her
I-
dick in anything. She sucks dick.
Stop
She's a
it.
service bottom.
She's a service submissive servant
Service top.
pig.
She's a pig. No, if you're sucking cock, you're a bottom.
No, because I've heard that a lot of
Service is
these
the-
gay men
Tony's agreed.
like a really loose hole.
Some of them.
Some of them like it tight.
Why did it take you so long to
Realize
come
that
to
you were-
terms that you were a size?
But also, I
queen?
just want to say, I'm not a side queen because sometimes I love a little tiny guy.
I know, and
'cause
I think
like
that
to
I think that
and then
there are,
sometimes I love a real big one that fights me.
there are plenty of people who are they're sort of like no preference. They're like, to me, it's about the body shape, and the dick is the dick, and that's great. Other
Yeah.
people,
But sometimes I think one that just
prefer-
fits
I mean, I
Fur
can have
my
fun.
one hand
I can
because
have
is
fun
really
with it.
hot. I think that's like hot sometimes. Like a
Right.
little dick.
yeah,
I can
Yeah.
have fun with any kind of penis. I've been surprised before, but I prefer a big one. A big penis.
Big, huge honking dick. Like what,
Good for
10
you.
inches? Or like,
Oh, a 10-inch for me would be a good time. Yes.
I know.
I
When they
think
get
you're
that big, you're
loose.
just sort of like,
You know what the gag is? I think I'm loose too, but they tell me I'm so tight. That's why I think they're lying to you.
no, no. No, you're loose.
I
I'm
think
tight.
we're having
No,
we're
I think
having a different.
No, we're,
I
no,
feel like
we're
I'm
having the
loose,
same
but they tell
conversation,
me I'm
but you're
tight.
just wrong.
And you feel like they tell you you're tight, but I'm telling you that I think you're loose.
No, I'm telling
no, it's
you,
clear what you think
I'm
and what you
tight.
think.
and I know that you're loose.
I feel like I'm with you. I feel like I'm loose, but
Okay.
they tell me I'm tight.
We'll be
gonna
right
go-
back after this break.
we're
Come here,
right.
give me that.